Hi Dilpreeta, this is Karan Mahajan, and I am super excited to be here on Spotlight, show by Innovation Mission Punjab. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic, Karan. Delighted to have you with us on Spotlight today. Welcome again.
Thank you.
And we're going to get down to the first question that I have for you, which is you have a family business of Durga Seeds and you've built a new age business of All That Grows. So, would love to hear about both businesses and your journey.
Sure. So yeah, my family business. I did my graduation, then I did my post graduation from PU Punjab UBS. Then I joined my family business in the year 2005. So was very enthusiastic when I joined work. Wanted to bring about a lot of changes, but as most of the viewers or you would be familiar that once you enter a family business setup, a lot of things are predefined. So for a young MBA entering and trying to create a difference is not that easy. But thanks to my father who lent me a free hand and let me grow in my own journey, and he always stressed on the fact that you learn, you commit mistakes, and you grow. So slowly and steadily, I was settling into my job role or uh, trying to learn what Durga Seeds were all about. Started traveling, learning the basics of agriculture. Being a spoiled city kid, I started going to the fields all over the country, visiting villages, meeting farmers, and slowly and steadily, I started enjoying this. But one question which was always lingering on in my head was that what am I bringing to the table? This is something which my father created, which was a national level brand. So what did Karan Mahajan added to it? Or what is he doing here? Is he taking it further? In what way? So I got an opportunity to attend a conference in Malaysia. It was a Asia Pacific Seed Congress which I attended that time. And when I went there, it opened my mind with the technology at display and the people I met. I got a ton of ideas, but then I realized that we have a few products which have great export potential. So that led me to establishing the export division in Durga Seeds. And today, I'm proud to say that we export to more than 20 plus countries, and it's a settled business. All that grows, yeah, it was again I already had a platform. I was lucky to have a platform which I could grow on. Durga Seeds was provided to me as a family business platform, but I always had this inside of me that I wanted to do something of my own. But finished education, no work experience in any other industry, all I knew was how to sell seeds. So this technological revolution which was happening all over India that time, the startup culture, which is brimming even right now, it's growing at a very fast pace. I was very intrigued by that. So this idea of launching an online seed portal where the kitchen gardener, especially people like you or people like me who want to grow a kitchen garden in our homes or in our balconies, where do they go to buy seeds from? There was a big question because I only knew that you go to your local mandi or a seed shop where they are selling pesticide, fertilizer, seeds, everything under one roof, and you get your seeds from there. But right now, when all of us we don't have the time, and when you search online, there was no credible seed source for the kitchen gardener. So this was one thought that I wanted a kitchen gardener of a country to have a portal or a website or a place to go to understand what seeds are, what seeds they should grow, how easy or tough it is to grow them, and maintain a kitchen garden for a healthier lifestyle. Secondly, when I was traveling abroad, I came across the superfood called microgreens. Very intrigued by them as they're super healthy, and I really wanted to introduce the concept of microgreens to India. So there was another thought process behind establishing the portal All That Grows. So that's how these my journey in Durga Seed started, where I am today, and how All That Grows started. And proud to say that yeah, we are growing at a decent pace, and we are adding more enthusiastic kitchen gardeners to our family every day.
It's fantastic how travel and exposure, talking to people, can really, be the ground for getting new ideas and driving innovation. So it's fantastic that the conference seeded so many ideas for you.
And right now in these COVID times, I was talking to one of my colleagues, I think 2 3 days back, that what I'm missing now are the conferences, because once you come back from them for at least a month or two, you are motivated and you are brimming with ideas. So that motivation now, when we talk on the phone or video calls, that doesn't bring that on the table. It's not the same thing when you're meeting, chatting up with people face to face. It's different, and you see the technologies which is changing so rapidly. I'm
Hmm.
already looking forward to when the world reopens and when we go. What else has happened in the last 2.5 years? What have I missed? What is we all missing? So yeah, the motivation definitely goes down.
Very true. So tell me, there was a conventional business and there is a conventional business of Durga Seeds and all that grows. What were the things you had to learn and unlearn between the two businesses?
I love that question. And this is the first question which I actually asked myself. So there's a small story which hardly anybody knows. In Durga Seeds, while I was exploring this online market, I launched the Durga Seeds product on Flipkart that
Hmm.
time. Flipkart was the main portal in India. Amazon was, I think it wasn't launched, or it was very newly launched. So we were all very comfortable with Flipkart. All our books orders and everything were coming from Flipkart that time. So I launched Durga Seeds product, the kitchen garden packets in Durga Seeds on Flipkart, the small packaging, and the response was good. In say a few weeks time, I was getting close to 10, 12 orders a day, and then I stopped. Then I realized that Durga Seed, being a commercial company, the smallest packaging was also a lot of seeds for a kitchen gardener. Say if
Hmm.
you want to grow, for example, radish, all you would know for your house is probably 15, 20 seeds. But in Durga Seeds, even the smallest packet would have say 500 or 1,000 seeds. So
Hmm.
I realized that there is a potential. It was kind of a survey which was a successful one. So I stopped that, and that's when I started with the concept of creating this online portal, especially for the kitchen gardener. The second challenge was that in Durga Seeds, we are used to sending out bulk orders, probably in trucks, in containers, in tons of kgs of seeds. And in all that grows, we sell packets. Say someone would buy one packet, two packets, three packets, four packets. So to create a whole different line of operation, the
Hmm.
machinery is different. The way it is packed is different. The way it is stored is different. In Durga Seeds, probably we have around 70, 80 products here. We have close to 250 products.
Hmm.
To set up the cold storage where the seeds are stored properly. Creating all this infrastructure was a huge, huge challenge. Then came the very interesting part was the customer care. See, if you order online, if I order online, we want to know where our order is. If we expect it to reach us in 3 days, then we'll call the person. It's been 3 days, my order has not reached me. That doesn't happen normally in a big seed company. There are two, three people who are handling everything. Everything is going. The docket numbers are sent to the customers. They are following up.
Hmm.
Because it's a big consignment. But here, suddenly we realized when we reached, I remember we were doing 10, 15 orders a day, and suddenly the customer care phone line started ringing a lot. And that time I was the one who was answering the customer care phone. It would be with me. I would be like, hello, this is all that goes. How can I help you? So then we realized, no, this needs a different division. Today we have close to 5 people who are handling queries. One is related to the shipment, where the order status they tell to the customer. The other is taking to their queries if they have any gardening related questions. So we have these 5 people who are just there to answer queries to customers, which is I feel one of the most important part of an online company. So for any online company, customer care is very, very important. And this we realized, and creating that vertical was not easy, because we are not selling, say, mobile phones or TVs or something that you see the specification and you explain it to the person that this is the manual, that's how it is done. If you are selling 200 types of different seeds, then every seed is different. Every seed has its own climatic requirements, its soil requirements, how many times it needs to water, whether it gets ready in 20 days or it gets ready in 100 days. So to train our staff to create that data, that logs on how to answer to every query was very challenging and very fun and satisfying also. And even today, when there's a passionate gardener who's not happy with the customer care person, the call ends up reaching me. And I'm the one who talks to them, because our motto is that we don't just want to sell seeds. We want you to become a gardener, because once you love growing your own food, once you realize how your homegrown food tastes so different, so fresh, it has zero pesticide or insecticide or anything, then you become a permanent customer for life. And
Hmm.
that's certain. We just don't want to sell you seed once and forget about it.
And I think those are fantastic principles for any business to follow, to make friends and business will follow. You know, it's an established trust. Understand your customers' requirements before you jump to, servicing them. So those are fairly sound principles to follow and build a sound business. As a wrap, my last question to you. You've worked with so many farmers and agriculturalists in close quarters. Are there any life lessons you take away from them?
The biggest life lesson is that when you go to a farmer anywhere in the world, forget world, if you go to a farmer in any corner of our country, our big and huge country, where language, attire, food habits, the way you're served tea changes every 100 kilometers. Whenever you go visit a field, the poorest farmer will not let you go without having a cup of tea. And that hospitality, sometimes an unwanted guest comes to our house and we just want to get rid of him, or maybe an unwanted customer in the business, we end up not even, sometimes we don't even offer a person tea. But here's a farmer, say I in my early days I went to a field visit around Bangalore, and there the
Mm,
farmers could not speak Hindi, and I obviously did not know Kannada. So we went, but he made sure that he offered me tea, and it's considered disrespectful if you don't have tea with them.
mm,
A lot of them would offer laddu, ki have this, you have to have this. That hospitality and the way they serve you, the happiness when he sees a beautiful crop, a beautiful harvest, it's just magical. We, a lot of farmers, early in the day, now it doesn't happen because of the media savvy age we are all in. Earlier, local farmers close to Chandigarh, if they would get a good harvest, they would get a box of sweets to give us. Oh, we had a great bumper harvest. That happiness was super. The life lesson was, my dad told me that do anything but never ever compromise on your quality, because if
mm,
your quality is good, then you would always end up getting more customers and getting better business. If you are loyal or ethical in your relationships in life, then those relationships are made forever. But if your relationship is based on a bunch of lies, then obviously it will not last. So whether it's my relationship with my kids, whether it's my relationship with my parents, with my wife, with my friends, yeah, being honest about basic things, being ethical about it is what I follow to the T. I try to follow.
mm.
I'm not superhuman, but I try to follow it as much as I can.
On that high note, and making India greener, and not just India, in fact, making the globe greener. With that motto, sign off. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful speaking with
Thank
you.
you so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much.